Okay guys, so today is the day for the 250 to get some work done on. So the whole idea was to do timing chain, but we found another issue that we may not have to actually do the whole timing chain. It's the same issue that the E350 had with the gears with the magnetic adjusters slipping. So as you can see, this line right here, this line on this gear right here, and this one should be lined up together with this one on the camshaft, which as you can see they are off. This one on the other hand isn't so bad compared to this one. This one is slightly off, maybe just me or something, but to me I think it's slightly off from right here, but I think these two meet up, but it's slightly off from the camshaft one right here. So that's the main issue. We're gonna check the water pump, the thermostat right here, and that was leaking. We're gonna do the water pump also because we're not about 100% sure about that, so we're gonna just change the water pump. We're gonna actually get it all cleaned up because as you can see it's been leaking for a while, so it's pretty dirty. So we're gonna take everything off, change it. Get it all cleaned up. So I'm gonna show you guys how it's actually slipping.
Go on the camera.
So we'll have you just keep an eye on this gear over here, right here, and you can see where it's slipping from. And make sure when you turn in the crankshaft, you turn it to the direction the engine spins, which is clockwise. You can see it just moved while here did move. I'm gonna hear it click soon. There you go. So as you can see, it is slipping. There it goes again. Go again. So that's it right there, slipping. As you can see, we put it back where it's supposed to be. And so for it to line up, you have to make sure the camshaft is at top dead center. So you're gonna see a 0 on the left side and a T on the right side, and the line in between them, which as you can see, that right there is on the line in between them. So that's for top dead center. And then all of these should be in one straight line if the timing is correct, which you can see this is one is completely off, that one not so bad. So we're going to take it apart, dig deeper into it and see what we can find. Okay guys, so today is the day we actually try to get this done. It won't be finished today because we are missing a part that hasn't come in yet that we need to complete the job, but we are gonna get these changed out now. Cam phase is gonna be changed out today. So we've already cleaned up everything down here already, because it was a mess with the oily, the coolant leak, and all of those. So we have got it cleaned up. Looks better than it. Whereas we've already changed off the water pump. The water pump is let me show you from the old one. It's not nothing hard to get changed, so this is the old one. This is how it looks. Let me see. Okay, so this is how it would sit on the engine. This one right here, if you're taking this off, this bolt right here, this bolt right here, so you have these two big holes right here. Nothing goes here, but this bolt is basically something like this. It's not this long, but it's similar looking to this one. Just this one here, so remember where it goes. And these ones, so basically this and this and this, something like this, so you can't miss it. So the long one goes here, only here, only here. There is a guide inside of it too, so there is a guide that goes in here also. It's on the new one. The guide goes here along with the long bolt. The other small ones go all the way around. This one here has nothing. There should be nothing there. You can see it. That's it right there. There's nothing there. And there is the big one. And going around, you can see all the small ones. So that's the water pump. But you do have to take the pulley off. Get the pulley off first. So you take those 4 10s out, 10mm out. Comes over here. So that's that. So that's the water pump. And for this now, you have to take the alternator off, which is right there. You don't have to take it all the way out. What I did to clean it up, because there was a lot of grease and coolant leaking on it, so we took it off, cleaned it up, cleaned out all the inside. And the reason why I had to take the alternator off is because to get the chain loose, to take these off, the tensioner is behind the alternator. That's the hole for the tensioner, basically. So that's the hole right there. That's the tensioner. That silver thing that you see right there, that's the bolt for the tensioner, basically. Yeah. And this is how it would look. This is how the tensioner looks. It's a, here it is, it's a 19 mil. That's the tensioner. And there's a cap. There is a cap over it. Let me see if I can find that cap. That cap. Here it is. So this is the cap. This is how it looks. To get it off, because this basically sits flush with the engine. It sits flush with the engine. So so this right here is a soft spot. So you have to push something in the soft spot directly in the middle to get it out. So just poke it in and pull it out. You can't take it out to the sides. You may damage the engine block itself. So don't try to take it out to the sides. And once you take it out, you can't reuse it because it's going to be damaged. So just poke something straight through the middle, nothing too long, and pull it out. As you can see, the soft spot in the middle. But once you take it out, you can't reuse it. So this is the part that we're waiting on right now. That's gonna slow down the a job from being done today. This is the only part that we need, I think. One other thing that's beating us right now is the gasket for this. We ordered one, it came too big. This is it right here. This is the gasket. This is way too big. That should go sit flush in here, but this is too big. This is how it should look. Just like this. So you can see the difference with both of them, how they look. This is the correct diameter for it. It does fit flush around it, but it's too big. So the only thing we could do is cut it to the size of this. We have actually ordered back another piece. So if we decide we're not gonna wait until that comes in, then I'll just try to cut it as the size. If it doesn't work, then we'll just wait on the other piece. So this is, oh yeah, I did change off the thermostat housing too, because that was our main culprit for the leak. As you can see, this is the old one. You can see how it was leaking. The new one comes with everything. It comes with the thermostats for both. This is the main thermostat. This is the one that you see inside the temperature gauge on the dash. This one is for the computer to tell this down here, the spring in here, when to open. That's this spring, when to open to let more coolant in. Yeah, so this was our main culprit for the leaking. That's a new one. Cleaned it all up. These are our cam phases, magnetic adjusters. These are what tell the computer what position the cams are in. That's that. So, oh yeah, we did order new gaskets for the cylinder head, which is plastic anyway, not the cylinder, but you get the drift. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna rotate the engine to top dead center or somewhere right about there, maybe. So as you can see, these ones barely line up. They're closer than the other one. So this is how it should be. So all three lines should be in one straight line. This one you can see, like, that one's gone completely, way off, way off. So I'm gonna spin it one more time. By the way, that for the camshaft, for the crankshaft, the bolt on the crankshaft is a 26 mil. Try to get some of these things out of the way. As you can see, as I showed before, the main culprits. This one clicking, skipping, I should say. Goes, clicks. Let me see if I can get it in here some more. Show you guys again. There you go. I'm pretty sure you can hear that, because it is pretty loud. Oh, and like I said before, the cams, you can't get them mixed up, because right here you can see this side is for exhaust. So the passenger side is the exhaust side. You can see the exhaust on it, and for the driver side you have the intake, so you can't really mix them up. Okay, so we're coming around to top center now. Don't pass. If you do pass, don't go back. You have to make one more full rotation. And there it is, right there. So the line must be on the straight line that you can see in the middle of the 1 and the 0, but you know it's top dead center, but it's basically on it so you can barely see. So the line must be with this little thing that's hanging off right there, and to hold these in place, the cams in place, you're gonna need a tool like this, but you're not gonna need everything because you're not doing the whole timing. These would be for if you're doing the whole timing. So only one you're gonna need is this one right here. So once the time is in place, put it down. You're gonna use the bolts from the head to hold it down. This is kind of harder to do with one hand, so I'm going to do it off camera and get back to you guys. So I'm going to put these down, take the tensioner out as I showed you guys at the back here, then take these off. Oh, by the way, I do have the new ones right here. That's one right there. That one's not open. This one is the exhaust one. That one's the intake. It's not open yet. So that's both of them. So I'm gonna get this on. Take out the tensioner and see if we can take these off and replace them. Get back to you guys. Oh, before I go, this right here, this is what takes it down. This goes in here. You are going to need a 32 mil wrench, that is, to hold cams right here while you're taking these off. And I did all this brand new because I didn't have none side. I had to grind it down. This came at about, the thickness of this came about 15 to 16 millimeters. I had to grind it down to about 7, between 6 and 8 for it to hold behind here. Because the thickness that it came with, it could not hold behind here to hold the gear. So you have to grind it down for it to hold on both sides. So the seats in between. I tried this. This can't hold, it's too thick. Tried this, couldn't hold it, too thick. Tried this. This won't give you enough closing force to hold, to pull it, because it's torqued real tight. When I'm putting it back in, I'm gonna let you guys know the torque specs with you, because I haven't even looked them up yet. But I'm gonna let you know. Okay, so we're back at it, guys. So change the exhaust, change the intake, even though it was only the intake giving the problem. I just changed both of them. So all these, everyone lines up where they're supposed to go, both sides. And there's also these two marks right there. They're supposed to face each other also. As you can see, that bad boy is there, is at top dead center. So we're gonna rotate. See if you hear the clicking still, or it's all good. Coming to top dead center. So far we haven't heard any of the clicks that we would normally hear. So that's where that should be. Those marks still line up. These still line up. And these still line up. So hopefully that part is good. Sometimes everything may seem, well, when you start it up it's a whole different thing. So hopefully it's good, but this one is not really hard to actually take back apart and do it again, like the V6 ones, the 272 engines and the 273s and the 278s, 276 and the 278s. These ones are way more simpler. And I haven't posted the video yet for the E350 timing. That one I'm gonna have to actually walk you guys through, because that one was different. That one was a whole walk. That one was more than a walk in the park. That one was a bit more difficult than this. So don't worry, I'm gonna explain to you guys on that, because there's not much explaining exactly how it's done. I had to do a lot of research to actually figure it out, but I did get it done. I haven't posted the video yet though, but you're probably gonna see this video before you see that one anyway, so let's stay tuned for that one. And by the way, this engine is a 271. You can see it right here. There it is. 271 is basically on almost every single part that comes with the vehicle, so it's not hard to miss. If you don't know what engine you have, even though it's a 4-cylinder turbo, there is a specific name for each engine. Here you can see it again, 271. You do have other variants of engine in this type with different number, so if you want to know which one is yours, just look on the parts. You can see the numbers, 271. You can still see the R around there. The R is on this one too. So that's how you know the type of engine you have. Like I said, it's basically on almost everything. Here it is on the heat shield, also 271. It's somewhere on this. It's basically on everything. It's on the engine block. You can see it on the here, but you can't see behind the gears. It's also on the cams. You can see it on the cams. It's hard to see with the camera on the here, but it's on the cams also. But it's on every single part of the engine. Here it is again, 271. So anywhere you see it on the engine with the number, the first 3 numbers, that's the kind of engine your car is. 271 for this 4-cylinder turbo. The turbo is right here. It's also marked on the turbo too. It's even marked on the hoses. It's marked on these. It's marked on everything for the car. Every single part is marked on. So it's not really hard to miss the kind of engine you have. That's what, if you didn't know. I'm probably going to have to do a separate video showing you guys how to look for what kind of engine you actually have. But that's basically it. So I'm going to torque these specs. I haven't even looked these up, but I'll let you guys know the torque spec. Some engines, the intake and the exhaust is torqued different. One is torqued more. I think on this one the intake is torqued more than the exhaust, because this one is actually harder to get loose than this one. But I'm not sure. I'm going to look that up, and I'm going to look at the specs for the timing chain tensioner, and you guys know the specs on that too. So I put it in writing in the video. So I'm just gonna put back together what I can put back together, due to the fact that they're the plug for the back that I explained before, for the timing chain cover. That I don't have that yet. That's what's holding me back. If I had that, I would be able to put it back together now and start it up. Even though there's no fluids in, but there's not even any oil, because I did actually drain the oil. It's been draining for a few days now. There it is. It's all drained, but I just left it open for everything to drain, because the oil was extremely dirty. As you can see up here how dirty it is. So that's the only thing that's holding me back. I'm not sure if I put the alternator on, if there's going to be enough space for me to get my hand back around here to actually do this, which I highly doubt I'm going to have any space to do that. Maybe too sure if I'm gonna have space to put my hand behind here and push the plug on, but I don't want to even chance it. Maybe I'll try to see if I can, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. So I'm gonna put what I can back together now, and when it's all finished, I'll just let you guys see the video so you can see how it starts up and how it turned out. Okay guys, so this is I'm going to be honest with you guys. This has been like maybe like 2 months after everything was apart. It was put back together maybe a month before, but we didn't get to finish the video. Was a bit busy working on a few other cars, so I'm basically just getting to finish it up now and getting it back together to show you guys. So we did put everything back together. Oh, this is the part. So this is the part that goes over the timing chain tensioner behind the alternator. You can't put this on if the alternator is on. So make sure if you're doing a job, don't put the alternator on if you don't have this, because you won't have enough room to get it on. So with that being said, everything is on. All the chain, everything on. The serpentine belt went back on. Putting the front cover back on, water pump, thermostat housing, put back coolant in the system. It does have oil. Everything is in. Everything is in. Every single thing is in. And we did do a full service on it, so that was the key too. So it is back together. I'm going to show you guys the first start. All the timing was set properly, as you guys see in the video, further back in the video. So timing was done, everything is done. Coolant flush, oil, change the filters, change all the fluids. Everything's topped back up to where it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna start it up, show you guys what it sounds like. Just give me a second to set this camera up. So that's the start up. As you can see, it starts right up. If the timing was off, you would know. Trust me, you would know. If the timing was off, it would crank a few times before it starts. If the timing is off. And if it's off more than a few tweaks and a few gears, it won't start at all. It will just crank. If it is way off, you might damage the engine. So make sure you do the timing properly before you turn it off, so maybe you guys can hear me a bit better. But that's that. Like I said, if the timing is off, you will know. You will know. And if it's off, try and get it sorted out. So I do have a few more things to show you guys, some common faults, some common problems, how to fix them. I'll be doing those in future videos, so just stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you guys share and subscribe and share with the families. And thank you guys for the support that you guys have been giving so far. Okay guys, so this is basically gonna be my new logo. As you can see, I've also added detailing to, or I'm going to add detailing to the channel as well. So this is basically me just starting to use my new logo and show you guys what it looks like. So if you see it out there, then y'all know what time it is.